west of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Detroit Lions. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started, and off we go from Tampa. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Stafford on first down. And on the left side here, Wilson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On first down, it's Stafford. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stafford looks to throw again. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 37 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Bernard Reedy now on the return. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Let's go. Return the play.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
23 yards on the play. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. The give is to Jones. And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, they're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense? I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Third and goal. Winston eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? You have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, Michael Roberts, there. And it's 3rd down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. but it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now blown. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Green, Trevor C.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some room, and I think the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rogers. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. 2nd down, Winston. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So out now come the Lions. Yeah, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, Stafford here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. 21. To throw on second down is Stafford. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay marching back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see what they do this year. Now, they have not made the playoffs since 2007. And I've got their schedule right here, and the schedule makers did not do them any favors. I know you've probably seen it, but take a look at that.
You're exactly right. As you hand me this sheet of paper, open at New Orleans, who won the AFC South last year. Then they're home against Philadelphia, who won the Super Bowl last year. Then they're home against Pittsburgh on a Monday nighter. And the Steelers went deep into the playoffs last year before going to Chicago in Game 4. That is a brutal opening schedule. Fortunately enough, 2 of the first 3 are at home.
Yeah, so those first 3 games, they won 11, 13, and 13 games a season ago.
Let's convert. White. Green, Timothy.
Jameis now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, Winston. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's convert.
On second down, Winston again. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half here, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look. All right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A give to Jones. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devon Kennard in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Play action now. Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Hey, Sean Robinson continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long for Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Now Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you got to...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Stafford now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This complete to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back now in Tampa. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to... Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
53.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Matthew Stafford, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Prater for the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. On the return, this is Jaquiz Rogers. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he he's stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's go. It's time to play.
They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he completes it to Wilson. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Hey, 22!
He's back to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
All right, here we go, here we go. Hurry up, get set. Hey, give me your radar. Hey, zebra!
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down.
Hey, you got your 1st down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
21.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Winston here to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.